Hey everyone, it's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler, and thank you for watching this video, to joining in to watch this video as well. This is my overview on the Xbox Games Showcase, post Xbox Games Showcase, and what a show, huh? What a great comeback for Xbox, if you really think about it. Uh, Xbox had a tough few years. There's no question about that. Ever since 2019, beginning of 2020, the things really didn't look up too good for the Xbox. And one of the reasons why, it's because obviously the pandemic happened, and no one could have foreseen that there's going to be COVID-19, there's going to be a pandemic, that there was going to be a lockdown. No one could have foreseen that. So it's been pretty tough on industry, not just for the video games, but it's been a pretty tough on the movie industry and music industry. I mean, it hit everybody pretty hard. Uh, there's no question about that. But it's good to see now, after 3.5 years, now that we're done and finished with pandemic, that things are getting back to normal. We do see a certain momentum of video games coming up. Uh, the indication that there's a momentum of video games coming back is two things. One, me looking at the Jeff Keighley's fantastic presentation of Summer Game Festival, Summer Games Festival. I didn't even know that it even existed, but I looked into it, I watched it, and I was pretty surprised by the amount of games that are actually coming by the end of this year. Just by the end of this year, that's not counting, obviously, what's coming the year after this year, which is 2025. So that indication of what I have seen so far on Summer Games Festival, and now what I have witnessed on the Xbox Games Showcase, it shows me the strong indication that the games are coming back. They're slowly gaining the momentum, and they're slowly coming back. Uh, so this is a good news, honestly. If you are somebody like me who's a gamer, and you're not like favoring one team over the other team, right? Um, I think you're gonna be happy about this, honestly, because you're gonna benefit by having all these great games coming up by the end of this year and the beginning of the next year. So let's go through. Let's recap and go through a Xbox Gamecast, Gamecast, Xbox showcase. One of the things that really got me excited was the mixtape, and I was even dancing during the whole presentation, because I'm from the 80s, and whenever there's like an 80s type of a movie or 80s type of a video game, I get excited, man. You know, I'm like a little kid in front of a Christmas tree, opening my gifts. So the mixtape, it's something that I'm really looking forward to. Uh, this is really gonna be something I'll be playing for sure. Um, we've seen Dragon Age, the Velguard, which is something that is also exciting for me, and I can't wait to play another Dragon Age. And another exciting game that really caught my eye was the A Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. What's so unique and amazing about this game is the fact that this game was created during the war in Ukraine. My hats off to Ukrainian people, and uh, truly courageous people. And I know what it's like to be in a war. Myself, I have been in a war in Bosnia, 92, 95 for 4 years of war. So I know how difficult it is, man, to do anything, let alone make a video game like a Stalker 2. So congratulations to the team in Ukraine for making this game. So Stalker 2 is definitely something I'm looking forward to. I'll probably buy it to show my support to developers of this game. What else did we see? Well, another exciting game was obviously this one too as well, Expedition 33. Expedition 33, it's a role-playing game that's a Japanese type role-playing game that's going to be exclusive on the Xbox. This really got me excited. Wu Chang, The Fallen Feathers, yet another Japanese game that's coming exclusive to Xbox, really got me all excited. And we also had a sneak peek gameplay presentation of a Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark, man, Rare and Crystal Dynamics. Perfect Dark looked amazing, man. Perfect Dark just looked simply amazing. So we also have seen Indiana Jones. They showed the gameplay of the Indiana Jones, and I have to admit it looked really good, even though I know it's a first person perspective, but my god, it looked really, really good. We got Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred. Another thing that also blew my mind was the fact that Starfield Shattered Space looked so amazing. I mean, when you look at the way Starfield looked when it was originally released, and when you look at it now, a year later, well, it's not really 1 year later, but it's almost a year later. It's going to make it a 1 year in September, but we're almost there. This was yet another impressive showcase. Shattered Space. And of course, the breathtaking one was Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Really, man. Blew my mind. And it's coming on November 19th. The fact that you can fly anywhere, land anywhere, go anywhere, have even a tent and a camp and relax. Wow. Just simply wow, Asobo. The Elder Scrolls Online Gold Road, it's also available. World of Warcraft, The War Within, also coming, included on the Game Pass. Of course, not to mention the Black Ops 6, on top of that. We got Sea of Thieves Season 13, Fallout 76, Skyline Valley. I mean, the amount of games that was pouring in, man, in this first 2 hours, man, of Xbox showcase presentation was simply groundbreaking. And then Doom, the Dark Ages on top of that as well. I mean, just look at these games, man. This is really like a Xbox making its comeback, and making its comeback known. And of course, my personal favorite, Gears of War E-Day, of course, And South to Midnight looked amazing. They showed the gameplay, and I like it. I enjoyed it. I find it funny, find it entertaining. Um, Fable looked picture perfect, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. State of Decay 3 also looked really good when you compare it to State of Decay 2 and 1. Graphics really have improved. It almost looks like The Last of Us Part 1, man. The graphics have really improved. Like a remastered Last of Us Part 1. Perfect Dark. And Indiana Jones, of course. So, and yeah, there was also Black Ops 6 Call of Duty, which is exclusive to the Xbox Game Pass. So, here's what I want to say regarding everyone on a Sony side who's out there, being kind of like I don't like to use the word butthurt, but kind of butthurt that the Xbox has such a great presentation, has all of these games being pumped out. Um, my message to Sony fans is, this is actually good. This is good for you as well, because now Sony will have to make a comeback as well. Now Sony's gonna have to look at this and say, well, man, we're in competition with the Xbox now. We got to go and go back to drawing board, and let's start making our comeback. You see, what I'm simply trying to say, competition is good. Competition is healthy. When you have a competition, then the other company will want to do the same thing. They want to compete. They want business. So competition equals good games for us. When you have PlayStation and Xbox competing with each other, then we're going to get great games from both PlayStation and Xbox. That's why there were so many great games in the past, because Sony was competing against Xbox and Xbox was competing against Sony, and therefore we had so many great solid games. What I mean by that, solid games, meaning great games, right? And that's what made it great to be a gamer back then, because of such a great competitions that we had. So I don't want you guys to feel that this is like a bad news for Sony. This is actually a good news for Sony. This will encourage Sony to now showcase what they've got going on, to bring out what they got going on, or maybe work on some other games for the next year, in the next 2-3 years. So that's the way I look at it. My message to Sony fans is this: competition is good for all of us. Monopoly, it's not good. Monopoly, I don't find it good. But this, I find is good. So, anyway, I just wanted to do this quick video just to give you my post Xbox showcase overview on what I think. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. I personally think this is an excellent showcase, and I think it will benefit us as gamers, because this will encourage others like Sony to step up to the plate and bring some cool games and this will encourage developers to work hard to bring more games. And the momentum is building. And you can see that the developers are working really hard because there's a momentum of games that's coming out right now. So, anyway, thank you for watching the video.